go!
And they're off. All right, so let's take a look here to see what we get in the first chest here. Oh, nice! That's an excellent thing to start off with. Picking up bombs right off the bat means that they're able to avoid having to farm enemies. They'll just be able to go straight for that one room in the escape that has the 3 chests behind it.
That's a very good point, Saku, as nobody likes to get gloves and have to come back here, so it is a smart move to have bombs early, especially 3 bombs, because they can also check other places in Kakariko that requires bombs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to get right off the bat. It definitely means that they're not going to be worrying, that's for sure. Because one of the major things that if you do miss bombs this early on, you're kind of wondering, oh, did my competition pick up bombs? Was I the unlucky one? Did they get the advantage of picking up an item before me? So, you know, not being...
Oh, and we get a quick look. It's looks like 5 is in Hera, 3 is in Eastern Palace, and a pendant, I believe, is in Desert Palace.
Yep, green pendant at Desert.
So it's a very good move here to just find out what kind of dungeons they need to finish by Cross. So, quick glance here.
It'll be interesting to see what pendant dungeons are in the Dark World, because I know everyone's always hoping to see that Master Sword pedestal hype. Alright, now Cross heading down here to grab the key from the guard. Ooh, gets a red boomerang. Not a required item, but it's handy. Kariohki doing some ring around the rosy here.
And it looks like we're getting some pedestal hype going on in chat.
Right.
And here's the interesting strategy, Saku. What would you do if it were you on the chain guard here with this kind of equipment? How would you go about it?
Well, I probably would... Ooh, Kariohki! Oh, unfortunately taking a death in escape. It's gonna put them a little bit behind here. But how would I do it? I'd probably still pick up the pot for the first one. And then probably stun with the boomerang. And take the rest of the hits.
Yeah, that is a very good strat. Because boomerang does stun the chain guard for a little bit. And as you can see, I think you should go for the pot stress here. There you go.
Yeah, and it looked like Kariohki was trying to frantically find a heart after taking damage. Maybe not realizing that the only heart is under that one pot in between. There we go. This pot here down at the bottom. Cross product picking up Zelda already on the move back.
And I think one of the most enjoyable things about randomizers is the removal of text, because it just makes things a little bit faster and you can just kind of just keep moving along.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to want to pick up, what they're going to be hoping for before they get to Kakariko is finding a bottle and getting about 100 rupees at least in order to pick up the item from the sick kid, as well as to pick up the items from the bottle vendor as well.
Yeah, that would be nice, because then you can kind of complete most of Kakariko with one go.
Yeah, it's commonly forgotten things like that when you don't have those items going into Kakariko, especially if you run a lot of these over and over. Sometimes it gets a little confusing. You might think, oh yeah, I've already checked it, but maybe you haven't, because it was another seed kind of thing. So getting those items early and getting them out of the way means that they won't be forgotten later. Alright, so again, they both of the players have bombs, so they're just going to be kind of trying to speed through the sewers as quickly as possible. The beginning of the race is pretty much the same for most of the players. Cross finding the burrito in the in the chest there. But yeah, most of the beginning of the races are all the same. A lot of same routing. You'll see a lot of the same areas. So it's about mid game really when things start to really change, and you'll get to see who is taking the lead at that point.
And what do you think's going to be in the first 3 chests here, Saku?
Ooh boy, I'm hoping some rupees, probably an arrow upgrade, and I'm not exactly sure. Heart piece, there's rupees. Oh, mirror! Wow! The mirror shield!
I didn't think you were thinking it was going to be Mirror Shield.
No, I did not. I definitely thought that, it's good for them at least, because they got them 50 rupees, so that's a good start on their way to at least pick up the item from the bottle vendor. And I see chat is lovely reminding me of the mirror sword incident.
Oh, and they're getting closer and closer to the ruby count, like you were saying, Saku.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Karioki is forgetting that maybe they have bombs, or are they looking for something else, maybe from the drops?
Being a little cautious here, because she knows he's got 1 heart and he's like, I don't want to do this again.
Yeah, definitely understandable. I might not be 100% sure on where he's going. So luckily he's gonna miss that chest, and oh no, never mind, he's going back. Well, it was a burrito, so, and we're about to see whether or not Aghanim 1 is for sure required or not. Looks like bombs so far, but that doesn't mean necessarily that he's not required.
Yep, it's just a precursor to what would happen.
Alright, so let's take a look and see what someone's dropped in the woods here. What item has somebody let slip from their pocket? Bomb upgrade.
And let's check out Thieves' Hideout to see what the item may be.
Unfortunately, just arrow upgrade. Still nothing of significance. The runners haven't gotten anything game-breaking at the moment. So I'm sure Karioki is really happy to see those hearts, though, from those rats.
Oh yes, Dark Guko. We have seen plenty of burrito in this match today. Hopefully we'll see all the other burritos.
Alright, so cross product now heading into Kakariko. Probably going to, because he's got 3 bombs already, to just head right into the top, these top 2 areas here on the map. Now they have 5 chests each in them, so it's a very good place to start off checking. Ooh, and very nice, finds a bottle and now has enough rupee to check the bottle vendor, and because of the bottle, also now able to check Sick Kid.
Oh.
Ooh, and gets the blue mail here. That is an excellent find. Karioki's now probably going to be heading to go check on the Lumberjack Cave to see whether or not Aghanim was required, and going to be happy to see that there's only bombs there. So hopefully that's what hits towards maybe not an Aghanim required seed.
And here's in the well, we're going to see some items here. So far, just 50 rupees. Oh, car container.
Yeah, I'm hoping for an early moon pearl.
So far it looks like just some heart containers from there, and that's just about it.
Yeah, still nothing of major significance in Kakariko. Oh, and the bottle swindler strikes again.
Definitely not a fair trade there.
Nope, not at all. Alright.
Oh, so he goes for the chicken throw?
And I think he gets it. Chicken is in the wall, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. And he just looting the old lady's shroom stash here.
So we do have a shroom.
And Karaoke opting to pick up the bomb upgrade. I believe gave another bomb, but I could be mistaken.
And let's see what Sick Boy holds for us today.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gives away his...
Sick Boy wanted a bedtime story.
Cross Product said nope and just took off with the book instead.
Link doesn't have time to read bedtime stories.
Opting to talk to the man in the bar. Alright, so Cross is going to be bringing the book back to the library here. Oh, just finds himself a heart piece. Little bit of love.
And this is a kind of smart move. Some people like to just take a sneak peek at the race minigame just to see if it was a necessary item they want or not.
Yeah, and luckily for him, it is not an item that he wants at the moment. Alright, so let's... Cross is probably going to be heading down towards the dam here. Ooh. Karaoke's now picking up their items. It'll be exciting to see what is the first major item that these two are gonna find. Does chat have an idea?
Yeah, that's a good question for chat. What do you think is going to be the first major progression item that these racers are going to have today?
Ooh, unfortunately just a green rupee in the water here. Not something that Cross is gonna go pick up.
Interesting routing choice here. He's going probably towards the desert side, but most would probably want to head to the mini Moldorm cave at this time, because it pays out more with more items.
Yeah, there's only one chest over here, but he does have the book, so he might opt to just kind of go into desert to see. But without the boots, he's basically taking a gamble on one chest, and then whatever's on the ledge as well. Another bottle with a green potion. Does that hint towards a magic heavy seed? Maybe they'll need to use fire rod a lot.
That's definitely one of my favorite moves to do.
Karaoke picking up their book.
Oh, ooh, but he does get some intel today.
I can't believe that Moon Pearl is in fact what is sitting on that ledge. Yeah, that was definitely a good thing to find up there. Absolutely. Alright, so time to see. Will this gamble into desert pay off? What is he gonna find in the first chest?
Oh! I'd say the gamble paid off quite well.
It very much so did. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
And
Cross already knows himself
that
the bow.
Because it's the bow, he knows that the big key is probably hanging on the torchlight there now.
Yeah, this was definitely a good decision by him. Karaoke's going to be heading down to the dam and then probably the mini Moldorm cave, if I had to guess. So nice, Cross opting to save and quit. We'll probably head back to his house. Head down to the mini Moldorm cave.
Or he's going to go do Eastern, but first checks the Hostrala's hut.
Yeah, it's a very good decision. He does have the bow, so, and it is a crystal dungeon, so it's nice to get it out of the way. Ooh, fortunately those those enemies there making it tough for him. Ooh, and Karioki opting to pick up the single rupee. Cross getting
like
some
say,
more.
You never have enough rupees, even if it's just one.
Oh, and Karioki also heading down. Both of the players are going for different routing. This is really interesting. This
it is quite interesting, and I'm gonna see that she's gonna be really happy to see that Moon Pearl's gonna be on the ledge here.
Yeah, this is definitely quite interesting because generally speaking, especially without boots, I mean they do have the book to get into desert, but the only thing that they would normally be able to do would just be kind of see what's on the ledge and check this spot here. So it's really interesting that instead of opting to go to the area with the 5 chests, that they're both opting to go and take a gamble over here. Cross finding himself 20 rupees in Eastern.
And this is where Karioki finally opens up her map to see where she has to go here.
Yeah, and sees that Moon Pearl on the ledge and knows that that is something that they definitely want, for sure.
Well, apparently you're Willard today and I'm Vtwerp. I wouldn't mind being Vtwerp. He's quite a cool cat.
Right. So both players now in different dungeons. So it'll be interesting to see what Cross is going to find in Eastern. Having the bow, he's going to be able to complete it really quickly, instead of having to come back later. Right. Unfortunately, not getting the pot glitch where you only spawn 2 enemies, but still, there is basically a small kind of square at the top of the screen that if you walk over, it actually is what triggers all of those skeletons to spawn. If you go in from the top of the square, it actually only spawns 2 of them. So, oh, more rupees. This dungeon is definitely abundant with rupees. And he's got 2 items, so he's probably going to be hoping that the last one is at the last one will be at the boss.
Oh, he's gonna try to farm some rupees here. It's a good choice because you want to have enough for Zora as well.
Yeah, and unfortunately Karioki saving quitting out of desert did not pick up that chest that has the bow in it. So she's gonna be they're gonna be behind here in that sense. Again, I think Desert Palace is also a pendant dungeon, so coming back at a later time is also going to be a bit of an inconvenience for them as well, because it's not that she has to come back to, it's not that they have to come back to actually complete the dungeon either. So, ooh, that might be a big time loss for her.
Now I'm hoping there's like no other kind of progression item then, because then that would kind of force her to go back, because then she would probably think, hey, I can't do anything right now, I may have to go back and check that dungeon then.
Looks like the mini Moldern cave yielding nothing but art pieces and armor upgrades, inventory upgrades for arrows and bombs.
Oh
my! This cross product picking up the power glove. That is, oh boy, this is going to be really bad if Karioki doesn't get back on track with picking up that bow.
Yes, and with that stated in mind, I don't know if there's any other like progression item to help Karaoke push forward. So that might be a good thing, is because if she checks like the other places, she can't go anywhere else. She probably will have to end up revisiting Desert very soon.
Yeah, but the time loss, if you consider the fact that they'll probably go into Eastern, half clear that. Oh my gosh, that might lead Karaoke back to Desert.
Exactly.
Now having the boots. Oh,
that's a possibility. And indeed, Tara, what are those?
yeah, that'll be something. Going probably to check the bonk rocks here. Pile of rubble right beside the sanctuary. So again, we're gonna be kind of hoping that maybe nothing amazing comes from these, so that it gets Karaoke back on track to go back to Desert. Ooh, finding ether. Interesting. Though. We don't know what pendant, or sorry, what dungeons or pendants or crystals in the Dark World yet, so we don't know whether or not Mire and Turtle Rock are required, and whether or not the medallions for that could be ether.
Well, this is definitely a good sign for Karaoke. The fact that she knows she has boots, she could get further through Desert as well.
Yeah.
I think she's opting to change in for the mushroom now.
Perfect, and Cross is about to pick himself up some boots. Oh, but finding the bush guard there.
And Hobo won't have the flippers.
Ooh, a Karaoke handing in a fetch quest item to get another fetch quest item.
That's really interesting.
Handing in the mushroom gets themselves a shovel. What a troll mushroom.
Fetch for another fetch.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to where I think Karaoke will probably head down to Sahashala now. There is 3 items in Sahashala's hut. So it's definitely a good place to go to check. But then it's normally pretty good if you're right by Eastern also and have the boat to go do that at the same time. Unfortunately, though, with Karaoke not having gone into the one room in Desert to pick up that chest, will not be able to do that.
And she's trying to bonk the wall because these are one of these walls that you bonk, but it was a little bit too much to the right at that time, but decides to bomb it instead.
Alright, and Cross Product rescuing the lost old man in the mountains. What will he get as his reward?
Well, Old Man Love usually comes through with some love, but let's see what he does today. Oh!
He gives him the flute. That is an excellent find. That is great for him. He's got boots and flute, so this is going to be a very good transportation for him.
And we usually say that at this point, bootless and fluteless no longer.
Yeah, and that's all. It's amazing how just one thing in a seed can be the difference between your progression. Because he went to Desert and got the bow, then the power glove.
Oh!
Karaoke picking up the tempered sword. And now that Karaoke has got that, might be thinking to head to Aghanim?
That's a possibility. And she might be heading there, and we'll see what happens, because we know, for once, that bow is definitely required.
Absolutely. Yeah, but it's like I was saying, it's amazing how just one one routing change can make all the difference. Going to desert, picking up that bow, then getting the power glove, leading to leading to Death Mountain, then getting the flute, all just from popping into desert for a quick second.
I think Cross is remembering to turn in that mushroom now, which is smart to do. Now having the flute makes an easy path.
Yeah, absolutely. And another interesting fact that I had found out not too long ago is the trigger for the item to show up in the witch's hut is actually one screen transition in the overworld. So that means that if you flute away, that's not considered a screen transition. So the item won't actually show up until you change over one screen. Anywhere in the overworld it can be, but it has to be an actual screen transition.
Oh, I think I know what Cross is thinking here. He's probably going to try to farm for the rest of the rupees here with this cave over here.
Yeah, and heading to Zora is also another good plan. Not having the flippers yet, so only going to be able to see what's on the ledge, but information, or having that information, could also be beneficial if he gets another item that could lead him there. And it's this cave here is the best cave to farm rupees at the moment, from what they have to access. Of course, in this version, there was also a glitch where you could go into the chess game in Dark World and also farm rupees there quite easily. Every time that you would go back in after you picked up your item from there, you would receive 100 rupees guaranteed. So that in the one that's been released now has been fixed. But in the tournament, it is still something that the players can opt to do if they have access to it.
And this might be a one-way trip if we find out this ledge item is not something useful. Oh, but we don't know if that's required or not. Yeah,
definitely. Bombos, definitely a handy item to have in Ice Palace if you're fighting Cold Stare, but it could also be an item that you need to open one of the dungeons. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not Mire or Turtle Rock is required. And
let's see what Zora holds for us today. Oh my goodness!
The Titansmiths, goodness, flute and Titansmiths. That just blew the seed right open for him.
Yeah, I kind of made it so that Aghanim is not really required to go to Dark World, but we don't know if they can get to that other side just yet on the pyramid.
Yeah, we definitely need to see either flippers or hammer in order for them to access the other side. So
and I think Cross is going to be happy about this one.
Yeah, picking up that tempered sword, he's going to be really happy with this. And Kariohki heading through Eastern. Unfortunately, he's going to be picking up this key here and heading to the one chest on this side. We know, unfortunately, that can't be an item because the last item is at Armos. So, unfortunately, going to be sadly disappointed with this and going to have to probably save and quit out without further anything to do in here. So Cross is actually going straight to Aghanim.
An interesting choice. He's probably going to try to route his way by getting to that side of that pyramid.
In this version, there is actually an extremely high probability that something is on the pyramid that is worth something. So I think there's about 75% chance that something of value is up there. So it's definitely an interesting call. It's a gamble for sure because he does have access to Village of Outcasts. He has access to Dark Death Mountain. Actually, no, he doesn't because he doesn't have Hookshot or Hammer. So I lied. Rip me.
Yep, his only play was pretty much go here or Village of Outcasts at this time. There was nothing else he can pretty much do.
Yeah, and but Village of Outcasts has an awful lot of items potential there, with Thieves Town being there, as well as chess game, C-shaped house, the bombable house. There's quite a few things. Digging game.
And he could wrap around too to head over to Hype Cave because he can jump off the ledge to get there too.
Exactly. So there's a ton of different places that he could be going at the moment. So it's really interesting to see him up to head to Aga, and it looks like Karaoke might be heading back into Desert. Might be
smart move.
Picking up that bow. This is going to be good for Karaoke for sure.
Oh, she's got to press the button to get out of that prayer.
Might forget for a second that is something you actually have to trigger to advance from.
Sometimes I often joke about it, what Link is praying for, and usually I say Link's praying for a burrito.
Yeah, and I don't think Cross had boots when he came here, so I don't particularly remember what the second item was in here.
Yeah, I don't believe we've seen the second item because we only saw the bow, so we don't know. Okay,
good. Whew! For a second, I was wondering if might have forgotten that chest is there. That would have been a huge time loss again. But there we go. Karaoke grabbing the bow. Now back on track here.
Look like chat saying Link is praying for the pedestal to have a required item.
I know I am, that's for sure.
Now this actually might prove to be something interesting, Saku. What if there's another important progression item in Desert here?
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? There's still the big chest that Karaoke can check. So I'm really interested. Oh no! Ah! But there's still the big chest. We'll never know if anything is good in there.
And wow, I just see that Karaoke decided not to check the big chest.
Yep. We will never know what is in that chest. But and here we go, Cross. Ooh, picking up a worse shield here. Unfortunately, not what he's looking for. But getting access to this side, probably going to be heading up to Catfish here.
Yeah, you have a rock he can lift, so that's a good sign that he can do this. Yep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But Karaoke's now heading to Eastern, back on track here. Is gonna lead them to the Power Glove. So right, Cross now heading over to Catfish. Let's see. What do you
think is gonna be?
Oh, I personally don't think that it's gonna be a required item.
Well, I know Karkat's favorite guess here would be the hook shot, because he always likes saying Catfish holds that hook shot quite often.
I think
Oh! And look at it! Wow! My buddy Karkat calls it all the time. Like I said, he calls the shots. Karkat says hook shot is Catfish.
That is great.
It is just bland to see that my friend knows this game so well.
Yeah, hookshot is definitely huge for him though, because he's got now the ability to check East Death Mountain as well as Dark Death Mountain. So that's going to be huge for him.
I didn't read the spoilers. I said my buddy Karkat knows about this. And he loves choosing the hookshot there.
Excuses. I don't know about this. All right, so time to see. East Death Mountain is definitely a great place to be able to access, though, because there's 8 chests in total over here.
And including the Dark World access, because he has the Titan's Pit and Moon Pearl, he can also check the other side, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Kariohki grabbing these rupees here, a great idea, because not knowing what is at Zora, definitely a good thing to grab along the way.
Wow, is that our 3rd bottle and the blue boomer?
Yeah. Ooh, and I think Cross is going for the bomb jump here.
Looks like he makes it nicely.
Save him a little bit of time going back up and around here. And not having to fight those red Tektites. So it looks like 20 rupees are sitting up on that ledge here, and Cross will head into Spiral Cave.
Spiral Cave's really nice when you have boots, and it becomes really not nice when you don't, because then I consider this cave called Slowpoke Cave at that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Kariohki's going to be heading into the Armos fight here in just a second. Ooh, Cross, I believe, yeah, picked up a full heart container. And we'll probably head to Dark Death Mountain.
Very good choice, because you still have Hookshot Cave and the Super Bunny Cave to check, so quite a few chests here.
Yeah, absolutely. And having the hookshot is definitely a benefit, but the other thing that is important to remember, you can actually find the hookshot in Hookshot Cave. The first area of Hookshot Cave is bonkable, so the logic does put into play that you can actually find it there in that Hookshot Cave. Kariohki grabbing the power glove.
Nice. First
back
pistol.
On track.
Oh, we find our 4th bottle.
Wow. Ooh. My screen skipped ahead there for a second. So we got our 4th bottle already. That is actually really quick into the seed, but still not a lot of huge progression items right off the bat.
Oh, and we got to see the map on the Darkwood side. Looks like Crystal 6 is Skull Woods.
Yeah, not having the fire rod. I didn't get a chance to see all of the stuff to see what it was. So Mire and Turtle Rock apparently both pendants. So interesting. That means that Kain and Samaria can definitely not be at the pedestal.
Now, this is interesting. We don't need Turtle Rock and we don't need Misery Mire per se, unless there's a progression item there of some kind. So technically, Kain is not totally required unless for Ganon's Tower. If it's a right side key.
Yeah, they might still look for it, because the worst feeling is going all the way through Ganon's Tower and then finding out that you missed out on the Kain of Samaria and you have to go right side. There's nothing worse than that feeling.
Oh, and just the red shield over in King's Tomb here.
And Kariohki is going to be grabbing their flute from the Lost Old Man here. Excellent reward, if I do say so myself.
And looks like we're having our first trip to the Village of Outcasts now.
Yeah, that's definitely a great idea. And again, even if Thieves Town is not required, which it is in this case, but even if it's not, it's always a good idea to at least pop in there, check what's in at least the first 4 chests.
And let's check out what chess game holds us for today. Just like a little piece of love, right?
Yeah, a little bit of love.
Now, what would you call this hut here, Saku? A lot of people have different names for this one.
I just call it the Bombable Hut.
Yeah.
No special name. Ooh, finds the single arrow.
Yep, just a single arrow today.
The one and only single arrow. The one that will take down Ganon.
And here we go to the C-shaped house. As you can see, it's shaped like a C.
Karaoke heading to... Her opting to just go straight in here.
And I'm wondering if people actually noticed the portrait in there. It's actually our good old friend Mario.
Yeah, there's actually a couple places that that picture shows up in this game. Karaoke opting to save and quit. I wonder what the next move will be. So it looks like heading to Sanctuary. Cross product grabbing the item from the digging game.
And it will be
a little bit of love.
Just like it usually is.
Refilling heart containers. Yeah, refilling the heart containers. Definitely a nice thing to have. So still no mirror for both players here.
Let's see what Flipper has. Oh!
Ooh, flippers. That's definitely a good find for them. So interestingly enough, that basically means that I don't think that pedestal can be required at this point. Meyer and Turtle Rock are both pendants, which means that they need Ice Rod, Fire Rod, Lantern, Hammer, and Samaria in order to complete those, and those are the only required items left.
Oh, and he's checking out Hype Cave now. And let's get some hype for Hype Cave.
Oh, apparently that is correct. Mirror could still be there. I completely forgot about the mirror. After I just talked about it.
Oh, it looks like Quick Medallion was found, so we do know where all the medallions are in the sea. So there's not going to be a guessing game of where the medallions are, because I know Cross saw it on the ledge when he went to Zora.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, with Turtle Rock and Meyer both being pendants, it's unlikely that he's going to be rushing to get it anytime soon.
Now here's an interesting thing, because Cross killed Aghanim, he has a way to instantly transport over to that side. But as we know now that you found Flippers by going through the Village of Outcast portal site, Aghanim 1 technically wasn't really required.
Yeah, which is a little bit of a time save for Karaoke, as long as Karaoke doesn't head over there, because it takes about 5 minutes to get through Aghanim's tower. So, right? Hobo.
That's true. Oh,
Ooh, that's definitely not a required item, but again, it's a nice safety item to have at least.
And I'm sure Karaoke, she's glad to see this item here.
Yeah, very much so. The hobo got nothing but net.
Yep, and that was definitely a net gain and not a net loss there.
Absolutely. And unfortunately nothing in the Mire 2 cave here. Alright, so Karaoke is going to be probably heading over to King's Tomb as well. And Cross is fluting. Probably heading back into, I would think, to Thieves Town.
Yeah, I think that's a kind of good spot to check at this moment. It has quite a few chests there.
Yeah.
And it is a crystal dungeon, so might as well finish it.
Yeah, Thieves Town has 4 potential items in it, so, and about 2 of those normally are in the first. 2 of them could potentially be in the first chests. Actually, even 3 of them. The only thing that's guaranteed to be in the first 4 chests are the big key in order to progress.
So 3 of those chests can be anything, but yep, there you go. And that's the big key you needed.
Yep. Unfortunately, could also be the dungeon map, the compass, and a small key. So 20 rupees.
Now, it's always interesting to see how people route this, because I've always seen people jump in thieves in many different varieties of ways.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all based on what everyone's comfortable with. So... Oh, bunnies! I love the little waddle on the bunny. It's so adorable.
And I always think that it's funny when you're a bunny, why doesn't Link move a little bit faster?
That is true. Karaoke, I'm not exactly sure. Might be heading to activate the flute here.
Yep. Sounds like a safe bet.
Alright, I think... Nope, probably actually going to be heading to Village of Outcasts. I must have missed the flute activation.
That's a smart play, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Smart play.
Well, that might lead Karaoke to get the flippers. So
we have a clearer look here again about where all the crystals and pens, if we weren't so sure.
So 6 is 6 is up there in Skull Woods, and I think that means 5 was 5 Tower of Hera?
Yeah, 5 was Tower of Hera.
Ooh, Cross, unfortunately missing the first bomb here. We are getting a very good look on Karaoke's stream on where all the chests, or sorry, all the crystals and pendants are.
Maybe she's thinking a little bit about how she wants to do this.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame them at all, because it's definitely a lot of information to process at once, especially when you have so many places that they can go right now. So a lot of players opt to have some sort of a checklist or something on items so that they can keep track of where they have gone, where they need to go, etc. Probably checking different routing just to see what is the best plan, best course of action. For sure not a bad play.
Yep. I usually try to think of it this way. If I can try to visit a location in the Dark World side and then also check it on the Light World side, that would probably be the best case scenario for me. Yeah.
Finding that mirror would definitely be beneficial for either of them. That way they're able to check both Dark and Light World at the same time. Oh, Karaoke now picking up the single arrow here. I almost said silver arrows. Yeah, if Karaoke heads south, she'll be able to grab the flippers from the Flute Kid and head over to the Catfish area at least. And Cross finding himself the cape here at Blind. So that could lead him to Bumper Cave maybe to see what's over there. So yeah, the both players high-fiving here as Karaoke's heading in and Cross is heading out. So Cross will be heading up north here. Might be heading to Bumper Cave. Yep, definitely looks like it. So good plan. Getting something early on, like the cape, is definitely a good suggestion that maybe something might be needed. Unfortunately for him, just a little bit of love. Some heart pieces there. Not exactly what he was hoping for, I'm sure. And again, unfortunately, not having the mirror, he's not going to be able to check the he's not going to be able to check the cave over here.
But having the flipper, he can jump back to that other side, and I don't know if he's thinking maybe gotta check something now here. Oh,
well, he might be
Cross
heading
is doing it.
He might be heading to Palace of Darkness because he can get to this side. He might be thinking maybe Vanilla Hammer
Oh, that's true.
because he can't access this side without going through there. So Palace of Darkness is definitely another good place to check for things. 5 items in the Palace of Darkness. He doesn't have the lantern, so he'll have to worry about darkroom navigation, but I'm sure that Cross has done that before. A lot of players in this tournament have either learned it before or had to learn it on the fly in the tournament races.
You know, another choice Cross could have had is if he went to grab bombos. He can also kind of search ice without hammer, but that's usually a gamble for sure.
Yeah, not going all the way to the bottom of ice and not finding the hammer is always is such a terrible feeling. Kariohki a little bit low on life here. Might be checking up here to see if there's a couple hearts. It wouldn't be bad for them to find a couple heart pieces, because that's always handy once you get the refill. Once you get the refill at least. Yeah, and not having hammer, so it's interesting to see which way Cross will head here to find the items that he's looking for. Opting to head down. And Kariohki still probably looking for a little bit of hearts. Probably concerned a little bit about their health pool here. But decides to go on still. Perfect. So they'll be heading up. Oh, might be heading to see again if there's. Oh, nice. Picks up a heart container.
Taking quick work of the mimics here.
Perfect. Cross finding himself a key here. Another interesting thing that you don't see a lot of is on the right side wall, there's actually a bombable wall there too that has fairies in there. So players may sometimes opt to check that if they've got the bug net, a couple empty bottles. Never a bad idea to just kind of pick up some fairies there.
And unfortunately, with no hammer, Cross has to backtrack all the way through here.
Yep, and no hammer, no mirror. That's definitely.
Yeah, this
not
is
the funnest time.
Funnest time here. You literally have to backtrack a long way back.
Yeah, it's definitely at least having boots. Let's be thankful he's got boots. He'll be able to. There's a few chests, or there's a chest there that he missed. Oh, looks like he's going back.
Yeah, he's gonna check the right side, he's gonna use the key first, and then check the original big key location for the item.
So I know a few people in chat have mentioned the Tower of Hera, but neither player can access Tower of Hera without either the mirror or the hammer at the moment.
That's true.
So unfortunately, neither player has found either of those items. I always find that the left side of that orange stick of pegs there is always the harder one because it's always shorter. Shorter time period for those spikes to go back.
Now, it's interesting to see. He's gonna try. Oh, looks like the bomb jump attempt. No, just throwing it across there.
Yeah, he's grabbing the big key here. So he might be heading back into that room, or might be heading downstairs.
Oh, interesting.
No, he's heading downstairs. Again, without the fire rod, he's gonna have to take a gamble. If he had the fire rod, he'd be able to light the lantern there and see if... he'd be able to light the lantern there and at least kind of see his way while he was down here.
And here's some dark navigation.
Yeah, and he's got himself the map so far. But, oh, and a key. So he's got himself a map and a key now.
Oh, he got the other key, so he has all the keys that he requires to finish Palace of Darkness now.
Yep. Looks like he's gonna use Quake. Probably to highlight the enemies, maybe?
Maybe.
Or maybe just to stun them so that he doesn't have to worry about the fireballs. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
Now, sometimes I would rather use Ether here because then the enemies could stay frozen, and they kind of also be like a, you know, kind of like a, yeah.
He found the ice rod.
Ooh.
Cross product finding the ice rod in Palace of Darkness.
Well, we know Turtle Rock's technically not something that we need at this moment, but if Tridus might drop us something, might not be. You never know.
Absolutely, you never know what the bosses are holding. Karaoke struggling a little bit on this platform. Those jellyfish not giving any room for advancement here.
And she can't check that left side because no hammer, so no point of checking the big chest right now.
Yeah. So might
she's trying to get rid of this guy. He's like, get out of my way.
Yeah, just those jellyfish, they do not give. They try to get in your way every opportunity.
And I know she's a little bit worried on health here.
And unfortunately, Pod not yielding anything but the ice rod there for Cross, so...
Oh, yes, here, Cross is going back, because remember, at that time, he couldn't get to the doorway because he had no boots. So now he has the boots. And finally, we may get to see what that big chest item actually is.
I'm excited. I cannot live in suspense. I know there's a few items that they still need. Lantern, fire rod, hammer, cane of Samaria, possibly. Ooh, Karaoke unfortunately getting pushed off the ledge here by the conveyor belt and then getting handled by the jellyfish here.
I hope she can get the fake blind into the blind dungeon location at the least, because then she wouldn't have to do this all over again in case of any deaths or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a heart right here at the entrance.
Oh, good. Nice. At least coming here, you know that she can just make her way here in case of any deaths or anything. And the moment of truth for Cross here, seeing if this big chest item is going to pay off or not.
Yeah, and Blind is going to be dropping a magic cape, which unfortunately, you know, not having any invincibility items early on is definitely, ooh, yeah. It's definitely going to make the Blind fight a struggle, that's for sure. Oh, and the lantern!
And it does prove to be a very important item for it. It's the first light
Karaoke
source.
Unfortunately left that behind.
And having Lamp now, and knowing that Desert Palace is a green pendant, Cross might be thinking, hey, Sahasrahla might have something that I want.
Yeah, absolutely. And having the full ability now to go in and completely clear it, you know, that's definitely... he would have been able to, I believe, before, with the... as soon as he had the boots. So, it'll be... that's unfortunate for Karioki. Unfortunately, not checking that big chest. Again, having to go back. I do not know how well Karioki knows the... I don't know how well Karioki knows Darkroom navigation. Yeah, Desert was definitely a place of spoils for these two, that's for sure. Moon Pearl and the bow, as well as the lantern.
And we still have yet to find out what Sahasrahla has to give too, so it might be something important.
Yeah, absolutely. Blind not giving Karioki any room here to get some hits in.
Now, this is interesting. Some people might not know this, but since Fire Rod does 2 shots to Lamolus, Ice Rod does the same as well.
Yep, absolutely. So, ooh, only a couple more hits in, and Karioki will be done in the blind fight. Just needs 2 more hits here. Oh man, that's a lot of fireballs.
Oh, and she makes it.
Perfect, and Cross Product getting himself the green pendant. Very, very excellent fight for Karioki. Very well done.
And I'm sure my good friend Stalky loves to hear about Ice Rod because that's his favorite item. And he always wants to find a good use of that item, no matter how much he can.
Karioki's going to be heading into the chess game here. I believe they checked... Yeah, might have... Nope, did not check it before.
And let's see if Sahasrahla does have an item that pays off. Ah!
Oh, unfortunately, just 20 rupees, but still, you know, taking that chance, Desert had definitely been yielding quite a bit of good items, so...
Cross-kicking himself a little bit.
Karioki looking at the blacksmith, but realizing no mirror at the moment. Still, unfortunately, nobody's found that mirror.
And it was a good move. Karioki just started to think, whoops, I don't want to have a frog tour with me, so I dare not touch him.
Yeah, especially if you want to go to the digging game, because, ooh, unfortunately Karioki does not have enough rupees.
Oh yeah, you need 80 rupees.
Yeah, for the digging game, but, Karioki, realizing that, you cannot actually take the blacksmith to the digging game, or any follower, the digging, guru will not allow you to take anyone there.
Yes. And someone already answered Kylan's question of where was Bombos. It was on the ledge in Zora's domain.
We're gonna get a nice check here of Skull Woods to see if there's any good items here. Grabbing that big key early is very nice. Having to not come back to check.
Oh, this red jelly gives some trouble.
Oh no! And Karioki now grabbing.
Oh, don't pick up that bomb, Cross.
Oh,
don't pick up that bomb.
Karioki grabbing the flippers might lead Karioki on track to grab the hook shot. So Karioki is now going to be heading to Hype Cave, which we all know, unfortunately, is not going to lead to as much hype as they'd like it to be.
And Karioki's big item that she may be looking for is that hook shot by Catfish, though.
Yeah, Catfish is definitely a place that Karioki needs to get to as soon as possible in order to get that. Will also lead to Death Mountain, but still, they're looking for quite a few quite a few hammers. Sorry, quite a few items here that they're going to need to progress.
The hammer being one of the most important ones because you need it for Pod, you need it for Ice Palace, you also need it for Skull Woods. Oh, I mean, Swamp. There you go. Because you have to hit that water switch.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're both hurting for the hammer right now. Cross will be heading back to the witch here. Might be picking up some potions. Yeah.
And also, ironically, hammer also helps them get access to Tower of Hera this time. They can use an eastern pathway to go west.
And it looks like Cross might be opting to grab Bombos so that he can get access to Ice Palace. So he might be.
This red soldier.
He's getting bodied pretty badly by that soldier.
Yeah, with this, at least Bombos, you can start searching in ice because you can get past those ice beasts.
Yeah, Karioki, I think, is probably going over what they think that they can get access to at the moment. Probably not realizing that you can get access to Catfish. Heading back to Dig Game now that they have 80 rupees. Yeah, it looks like I think that he'll probably opt to go into Ice Palace just because it is a required dungeon. But Meyer is also another good bet as well. Not having the Cane of Samaria and not having the hammer, it depends on what gamble he's wanting to take.
That's true. But I would say Ice first because it is the dungeon that he needs to finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ice Palace does have 3 items in it as compared to Misery Mire, which has 2. So.
Well, the problem with no one checking Pedestal is because it's kind of hard to reroute your route to go there, especially when they did. They're not really going to want to go to that Skull Wood side without the Fire Rod to go check that place, and they don't got the mirror, so it's really going to be a really tough call for them to want to check that place at this time.
Yeah.
It's a bit out of the way, folks. Yeah. Some people said that's true. They could have checked it once they had Sick Boy done, but I'm thinking Cross is playing the percentages as well.
Yeah, the pedestal item in this version is basically 3%, I believe it is. So the likelihood of it actually being there is fairly low, so I can understand why they wouldn't want to check it. They also might be looking at their items and going, okay, I need Fire Rod, Hammer, Cane of Samaria, and Mir. The only thing that could possibly be there would be Mir. So, not high on the priority list at the moment until they need to get into Swamp.
Yep. Pretty much the kind of only thinking they're thinking of, because they pretty much have majority of the items they need to complete stuff. It's just that hammer's really, really keeping them out from things right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is blocking the door to 3 dungeons. And very nice Stalfos Night Room there.
Yeah, this is my personally least favorite room in Ice Palace.
The Stalfos room?
No, this the conveyor room.
This room, the conveyor room. Wow.
Yep. Definitely no fun for me. And Cross setting up for the bomb jump here. I think gets it. Yeah, perfect. Excellent job. Karioki opting not to grab the heart piece on the ledge there. Might be looking again. Some players keep notes on where they have and haven't been, what they can and cannot check. So Karioki could very well be looking at a list here to see exactly where they need to go.
And this seed is definitely, it's impossible for it to be mirrorless because we know that swamp is required.
Yeah, absolutely. So Karioki's gonna be heading to Hobo here.
Ah, big key for a small key.
Alright, so Cross might be heading. Nope.
Deciding to search through the whole thing, I think, as far as he can without the hammer. I'm thinking.
Yeah, absolutely, because he can't actually clear the boss because of no hammer.
Yeah.
He's not able to hammer down those pegs in order to get to the boss.
Yep.
So
this is a bit of a gamble by him right here for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. There is without having either the mirror or the hammer, there's a lot of places they cannot check.
Mm-hmm.
So they
and
just need...
check to a pod as well, so is gambling here. Oh, compass.
It looks like Karioki's might be heading to Zora, maybe, now that they've got the flippers. Been there once before, but did not pick up bombos. Might be thinking that their only option is to head into Ice Palace. Yeah, that catfish has definitely gotten me on a few occasions. But hopefully maybe coming back up here and going to the Zora area might actually remind them.
Oh!
Cross finding the magic powder. Oh, might save and quit. Are you gonna save and quit? Oh, I'm being trolled. Yeah, well, saving and quitting.
He's probably thinking, what else can I search here? If I went downstairs, I still need the hammer. So, nope. I'm out of here.
But the unfortunate thing is, he can't even do anything with the magic powder because he needs either the hammer.
Exactly.
He needs either the hammer or the mirror.
You can't make use of that powder.
Yeah.
And with that said, he's thinking, this is my only option now is Misery Mire.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely a gamble here. So there's 2 items in Misery Mire that he can check or that he can obtain. So he's really hoping to either get a hammer or a hammer, mirror, fire rod, anything that can at least lead him in that direction.
And it just seems like the progression items are the only things that's left on these trackers that they need. Is even that Cane of Samaria in the end for Gannis Tower might be something necessary. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Karioki needs to be heading over to Catfish. So hopefully remembering that, you know what, Karioki might be, might be heading, I think, over to Ice Palace as well. Definitely, again, not a bad choice, but forgetting that Catfish is there is definitely going to cost Karioki quite a bit of time. Ooh, Cross finding the freaking mirror!
Oh my goodness. Mirror in Mire.
Yep. That was definitely a misery mirror, that's for sure.
That definitely took him out of his misery now.
Absolutely. absolutely. Oh my goodness. Well, that officially means, guys, no pedestal.
Unfortunately, no pedestal.
Yep, no pedestal. Oh goodness. Yeah. Getting that mirror definitely should at least lead to Swamp. Swamp has 6 potential items in it, so Cross is not making any conclusions here. He's seen Desert coming back.
He's gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way here, with lighting these torches with the lamp here.
Yep. Unfortunately, not a lot of magic either. Neither player has gotten either half or quarter magic, so.
Oh, very nice getting big key early.
Yeah, definitely. But without Canis Lumaria, not really. Besides checking, of course, the big chest. If Vitrios has the item,
he's probably hoping for like a quick item find here, because there's only one item left after finding the mirror.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this could be interesting.
Hopefully, Vitrius doesn't have anything. Otherwise, they're gonna have to come back with the red key.
Yeah. Oh man, now he finds the burrito. Unfortunately. Hopefully, this item is in this chest.
Oh yes, hopefully it is in this chest here. Oh, it's definitely in the... It could be with Vitrius, or it could be in the big key regular location here. Still.
Yeah, he's gonna
have to end up searching everything at the moment.
Yeah, Mir being in Mire. Whoa, that is Pendant Mire on top of it.
Indeed, this was interesting.
Kariohki probably also checking to see exactly where to go next. So a lot of players go to Catfish by completing Aghanim and not realizing that you can jump into the water and go across the ledge there to get to Catfish might be what's stumping Kariohki at the moment.
Now here's an interesting dilemma. With Mirror in hand, there's also other locations and spots that Cross can check. He can also check the tablets now. And he can also check those other mirror locations, such as the Checkerboard Cave or the cave below the Honda Grove.
Yeah, the
mirror Graveyard Cave.
Yeah, the mirror gives access to quite a few things. Especially, now Tower of Hera is finally accessible as well. And that could have, again, Tower of Hera has 2 items in it. So potentially another good item find there.
That's correct. And they definitely could finish all of Hera, well, at least for Cross, because he has the fire source he needs in case anything is required in the basement or not.
Yeah. Alright, Cross is heading off to probably do Tower of Hera.
Yes.
As well as check Ether. It's a good, like I said, it's a good option. There is 2 items there. It is a very quick dungeon. So, as long as, of course, you don't have Moldorm booting your face off of the platform.
Oh, fluting.
Oh,
I think he fluted on accident.
Accidentally fluted. Probably was trying to do item dash, but realizing that did not have the hook shot out. So taking a quick stop back at the bottom. Oh my goodness!
Fluted again. Almost fluted himself again there. Just realized I gotta get out of here.
Oh boy. Kariohki again, probably looking through notes, trying to figure out exactly, exactly where to go.
Alright, let's just see what this Ether tablet has here. I'm hoping for Hammer here.
Hammer would definitely be good. A little bit of love. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking they might find Fire Rod in Tower of Hera. That would be a pretty good start, at least. Get them on the way. Not something that is immediately gonna bust open the seed, but at least something that will get them on their way to getting something. Yeah, as for those of you who are asking if she's done, she has not forfeited, so she is still going. So
yeah, I just hope she kind of remembers with that fire source. She's so close here, but she can't get in this move now. Mirror. It is definitely a bad break, though.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really hoping that Karaoke heads to Catfish here.
Yes, that's true. Catfish is definitely a huge item to get things.
Yeah, the hook shot is definitely something that's at least gonna open up more. Eventually, we'll end up getting stuck on the mirror as well until going to Meyer. But at least getting that Catfish.
Yeah.
Item will at least put her on some sort of direction, because I feel like at the moment she's looking for something to at least put her in a general direction. And cross jumping right onto Moldorm, letting him have it right off the bat. Ooh. Great, excellent Moldorm fight. That was very well done. Unfortunately, finding the compass, not what he's looking for.
At least basement has something.
That definitely means basement.
Now, what do you think it is? I know you said Fire Rod, so let's just see if your prediction comes true here, Saku.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if Fire Rod is down there, because of the fact that you need a fire source to light it. I mean, they do have access to Lantern, but
with so many options with the mirror, though, it creates a predicament, because now you can also visit the Frogsmith, and you get the purple chest, and also complete the magic bat.
Yeah, there is a lot of things that can be done for, a lot of things that can be done. Mirror and Hammer both are basically what the big openers of the seeds are. Of course, other things like Moon Pearl and stuff definitely help out, considering you can't do Dark World without it. But missing out on both Mirror and the Hammer is huge. I think Karaoke is trying to figure out how to get to Catfish at the moment.
Well, she's doing fine here. She goes straight up here. This will be good.
Perfect. That is or it might be heading to Pod. So, nope.
Maybe Pyramid first.
Yeah, Pyramid is definitely a good option as well. So, we know that Pyramid did not yield anything, but unfortunately a shield that they already have a better shield from.
And looks like Frost is probably going to go to Village of Outcast, probably take care of that frog now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make sure you guys follow the runners. They're doing an excellent job here. Excellent racers. If you haven't already, give them a follow. Show them some love. They both deserve it. They're doing an excellent job with the seed that they're given.
A challenging seed. So I honestly have to commend Karaoke for trying to figure things out. And looks like she's heading to the general correct direction here. Good Catfish. So good for her.
Yeah, it's definitely great that she's heading to Catfish. So
Cross finding out that it's just a little piece of love in that cave.
Yeah. Yeah, so this will be interesting. We'll get karaoke. We'll get now the hook shot, which will probably lead karaoke to Death Mountain.
Yep.
And getting a few angry slashes to the catfish there. And we're about to see the Bombos tablet.
Oh, wow.
We're just waiting for that hammer to descend from the sky. Unfortunately, not what we were looking for.
Wow, there's not very many options left.
Yeah, and it looks like Cross, definitely a good play if the hammer is in the first chest in Swamp. Boy, wouldn't that be something? Mirror in Mire and the hammer in Swamp. That would be terrible.
Or your other progression item, the other ones, the Fire Rod, PS and Mario 2 to do Vitreous. Vitreous could have an item too.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, karaoke getting those sky cabbage, not giving them a break at all.
Now, without the hammer here, this could be a pretty quick trip for Cross.
Yeah, he's taking a gamble for sure because he's definitely taking a gamble because of the fact that this is the only chest the hammer could be in.
Oh, that's it. Quick exit.
Yeah,
it's not definitely
here. That'll be a little bit of a time loss, but at the moment that's not probably a concern for him. He is just rushing around trying to find that hammer. That is his #1 priority.
And yeah, he's gonna check the checkerboard cave here, I believe.
Actually, you know what? Looking at their rupee count, neither of them having a lot of rupees, which is interesting with the amount of things that they've already checked. It's been a fairly... Oh, speaking of rupees!
More rupees!
Yeah.
Wow, there's barely anything left now except for, there's that cave above the graveyard that they can use the mirror with, too, as well.
He's got a few things that he can check. He might, there we go, and karaoke grabbing that cane of Berna here. And an extra fairy. I believe that's karaoke's last bottle as well. So, Cross can check the bat. He can check the, it looks like he's going to be heading to the graveyard cave.
Yep. It is a good option because he's starting to run out of places now.
Karaoke looks like probably will be heading to Spiral Cave. And unfortunately, Karaoke's next big item that they're missing is in Desert Palace.
Oh, and it's rupees! Oh my goodness, see.
Yeah, still no hammer for either of them.
I believe they literally looked almost everywhere they possibly could and over almost now. There's just very few options, like some people are saying. Smith, purple chest, hammer pegs over there, they already did that, I believe he did, and just powder.
Yeah. Karaoke will be heading into Spike Cave here. But yeah, Karaoke still needs to go back to Desert to grab that lantern. Again, I don't know how comfortable Karaoke is with doing dark rooms, but that,
Here we go. The magic bat, moment of truth, everybody.
Alright. Let's see what we've got. A fire rod! Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Very, very trolly, but at least it will help them clear another dungeon. So
Yes. Now he has another option.
yeah, going to Skull Woods to complete that.
And that definitely opens up another scenario. What does Mafia hold that's a progression item?
Well, he did leave out of Skull Woods early, so he might have been item counting and might have seen that that's not a possibility for Mothula to have an item. So I believe that honestly he's going to be heading to do the little fetch quests here, the blacksmith and the purple chest.
Yep.
There are definitely great things to go check.
And that almost pretty much finishes up all his overworld searching based on the items that he has so far.
Absolutely. Because obviously the hammer could not be underneath those pegs.
Yep.
But the Cane of Samaria could be, if he happens to find the hammer.
And he doesn't need to check Spike Cave because hammer can't possibly be there either.
Oh, there it is. There's the hammer, guys. It's hammer time!
Oh, wow. So guess what the Smiths were doing? They're hammering out your hammer.
Yeah, there we go. Now the only thing that he's gonna need is potentially Cane of Samaria in the event that right side G Tower is required.
That is correct. If right side of Ganon's tower is required, then this is not quite go mode. It's a semi-go mode.
It is potentially go mode, but potentially not go mode. So we could still see some checking of chests and whatnot, depending upon where the Cane of Samaria is. But the thing that is important to note is that because it's not required for any of the dungeons to complete for the crystals, it can even be in G Tower at the moment. So it could be literally anywhere.
Oh, it looks like Diesel pointing out a point. If they put a bomb on that switch, it's a possibility of making it as well, but usually people don't use that strategy as much as we like to see.
I think Kariohki is going through again on where can I check? What's next? It's a good idea to, as soon as you are going to one place, have your next plan out for where you're going to go next. Grabbing some more life, it's definitely a good idea. Getting those full heart containers out of the chests is absolutely a good decision.
Now, this will be very interesting to see if Cross is gambling, thinking, man, I probably don't need this cane, and I know how to get past this place. It's just to see how he routes Swamp Palace, to see what he does.
Yeah, and neither player knows where the other one is, so that's another interesting thing. So Cross, for all he knows, Kariohki could be miles ahead or miles behind. He has no idea where Kariohki is right now, and same with Kariohki. Kariohki has no idea where Cross is and what Cross has gotten. So again, I think Kariohki's probably trying to plan out the next move. This seed has been quite trolly. For a newer runner, it's definitely going to be a struggle to figure out exactly where these items are. Going into Mire is not something you want to do, especially if it's a pendant. So it looks like Cross is actually going to opt to skip. He is not going to be going for Cane of Samaria unless it basically falls in his lap.
Definitely a challenging seed because it definitely required a lot of these fetch kind of item location areas to get across and finish.
Yeah, Cross will be heading, I believe Cross will be heading straight, oh no, he's gonna check these bottom chests, just in case, so that he doesn't have to come all the way back through here. It's a good idea, for sure.
Yeah, it's a smart decision by Cross to check stuff still.
Yeah, absolutely, especially these ones that are way deep in here.
Yeah, it's also on his way in some sense. It's not too much trouble here.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas if he would come back, it would be way out of the way.
Yep. Well, they both should be happy because technically you don't need to search Turtle Rock.
Yeah, definitely. The hammer being the item that was the biggest trouble to find is definitely good in a sense that at least they didn't have to check Turtle Rock.
No Turtle Rock cane for sure, so we're good.
No Mimic Cave trolling in this seed today.
And there's no way Vitreous would have the red cane either, so they don't even have to look back into Misery Mire at all now.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is pretty straightforward to see what both players are going to do. I have this sickening feeling that it has to be in a dungeon for sure now.
Yeah, I believe that Cross has pretty much checked every overworld location.
Yep. The only possibility now is the Spike Cave, where Red Cane could be.
Yeah, Spike Cave, definitely. I had completely forgotten about that.
Yep.
So it looks like Cross will probably be heading into Pod here to finish it up. Because he has pretty much everything he needs. Just needs to beat Helmasaur.
Oh, he didn't do the peg puzzle. I thought he would have done that when he got the, but maybe he was on the other side, so he wasn't in the Dark World side.
Yeah, probably. And unfortunately, Ganon does not tell you where the Cane of Samaria is. But just to note that neither players either have silver arrows.
Yeah, that's true. Silver arrows has yet to be found as well.
So they might also be opting just to kind of check just to see if they can find those along the way as well.
It's definitely a good comfort item to have. It does definitely help you speed up the process in beating Ganon.
Looks like Cross Product's gonna be heading straight for Helmasaur. I believe he had completely cleared this. Mind you, also in the dark, so kudos to that as well.
There's one location that we haven't checked is the double-chested fairy.
Absolutely, that is correct. Karaoke also in Pod here. Unfortunately, not gonna get far without that hammer. And we all unfortunately know that not gonna find it here, but definitely a good place to check for sure.
He's playing this very well. I have to commend her for it. It's a very difficult seed to navigate.
Yeah, especially for a new player, for sure. Boss fight execution has been really, really tremendous as well.
unfortunately, Lamp was located in the big chest in Desert Palace, and Karaoke skipped it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how well Karaoke is gonna feel about doing dark rooms.
I would find it very hard for her at this moment.
Dark rooms are definitely no joke for your first time.
Desert seemed to be a very key location in the seed this time around.
It really does. It really does. Moon Pearl, Lantern, Bow, all in desert. That was an excellent job by Karaoke knocking off those, knocking the beetles off the edge there.
And with no hammer, there's basically nothing on this side you can do, so... yeah. Just to see where Cross decides to go next. He could finish off all the other dungeons now. Oh, looks like ice.
Yeah, opting to do, it looks like Skullwood's last. And I don't blame him.
Should be a very quick one, because all he has to do is have at least one key and just fire rod that entranceway, and he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
And he already searched through ice pretty much, so...
yeah, both Ice Palace and Skullwoods are really quick dungeons when you actually are in go mode. But he may still need Cane Samaria, so it'll be interesting to see. He's taking the gamble. I feel like he's taking the gamble on the fact that he will not need Samaria.
Yeah, and the reason why Pedestal cannot be Samaria this time around is Turtle Rock has a pendant, and you need the Samaria definitely to get further into Turtle Rock, because the logic doesn't make you have to hover dash through the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. So Cross is making quick work of this dungeon. Doesn't need much, just probably gonna do the bomb jump here. Yeah, it looks like he's setting up for it. And I think he's got it. Yep, perfect.
Very nice. He executes 2 great bomb jumps. Oh, but he falls. He's gotta do it again. And I think he gets it this time. He's a little bit too low that time. He's gonna get it. Yeah, here. This is good.
Perfect.
3 times the charm.
Taking a little bit of extra damage, but he's got Tempered Sword, he's got Blue Mail. I think that he's gonna have...
and he's got 4 bottles, so...
yeah, 4 bottles, exactly. He's got some green potions in there.
He is loaded with all the essential tools. And I like these hookshot strats. Hooking onto the wall here, getting yourself over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Making, again, quick work of this. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not this key will be on right side or left side G tower. I'm extremely excited to see. So he's gonna opt to go straight in with Fire Rod, not using Bombos.
Yep, that's fine. I think he's sticking to his NMG strats here. Oh,
unfortunately missing the first hit, trying to pin them against the wall. Unfortunately, because of that missed first hit, not gonna get them exactly where he wants them, but still doing a very good job in the fight.
Yep, just 1 more to go. You have it. There you go.
Perfect. Very well done.
Oh, Ooh!
Oh
I guess
my
we are
goodness.
now definitely in go mode, everybody.
Yeah, and so the interesting thing about that Kena Samaria being there is that means that if Karioki doesn't know how to do the Ice Palace bomb jump, Karioki will have to clear that, I guess, in the vanilla way, the way it was intended to be cleared. Which means a lot of backtracking.
Now, we've been to pretty much everywhere except Turtle Rock. Now, thank God for that.
Yeah, it could have been different if he had completed Ice Palace first instead of finding the fire rod or something.
Yeah, it was a challenge because he didn't have hammer at the time earlier, so that item kept both players for the longest of time, and I think that's the item that's also causing Karioki the most trouble right now is where's that hammer?
Yeah, definitely. Hammer and lamp will definitely be something that that Karioki is going to need to find.
And
so again,
you have to have mirror to get hammer.
Yep. Which means Meyer first. And Meyer being a pendant dungeon, and something that's not completable at the moment with the gear Karioki currently has. It's probably not something that they're going to be checking for a little bit, unless they're taking a gamble. And Cross making quick work of Skullwoods here.
Oh, Karioki opting to try some dark navigation for us here.
Oh, this is definitely exciting. Using those slashes to guide your way through the darkness here.
Now Cross is just trying to get Dumbledore and Demacia down here quick. Let's see, a couple of slashes here. Should be 4 slashes with tempered usually. Okay, I think one more here. Correct. Yes, I did keep correct count.
There we go. Karioki holding out the sword now. Gonna be grabbing. Oh, there we go. So in the dark room, the top first chest, it's basically you're basically just gonna be wanting to go left and then up or down depending upon where you're getting stuck. But as long as you keep holding left, it's actually not. It needs to go, I think, a little bit up in order to get past there. But when you bash your sword against the edge there, there you go. It's a little bit harder to tell exactly where you are. Yeah, dark navigation is definitely a challenge.
And with that 7th crystal from Cross, we would like to play the guessing game here now in Ganon's Tower. How many chests do you think is going to take the big key before we find it?
What is your guess?
I'd like to say Bob, just for the traditional commentator guess here.
I definitely think that it's gonna be in. I'm gonna guess 9. I think that's a pretty good number.
And once again, we see the hookshot strat here. Makes it perfectly. Mirror was in Misery Mire.
Yeah, Mir was definitely. Oh, Karioki heading out and maybe heading back in. Might be opting to use maps. I know that having maps open is not something that's against the rules. So using those maps for dark navigation, never a bad thing. Might be heading towards the top area, just using the maps as guides. Might just be from memory. Oh. Should be very close.
Yep. Looks very close.
Karioki should be very close to that chest at the moment. Ice Rod, there we go.
Oh, she did
Excellent
get
job.
it. Perfect. Oh, we find the red male in Gan's tower.
Yep.
And I think Cross is going for the gavel.
Yep. He said, I've got the cane of Samaria, why not?
And he's gonna wait out in the tile room? Yep. He's gonna wait out the tile room here.
So not in chest 1 or 2, guys.
Now it's different because he's going on the right side, so you might have an interesting lower number guess here if it is here. So those who guess the smaller number, you might win still.
And Karioki, again, doing an excellent job. You know, Karioki being a newer runner, attempting darkroom navigation. Ooh, that chest spawned really quickly. But yeah, attempting darkroom navigation is really challenging, especially when you're a newer runner, for sure. So props to her, guys, for trying this out, especially in the middle of a race. Oh no, Cross! Oh no, taking a death.
Well, at least he doesn't have to do the tile room all over again, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, it might have been. He's low on magic now too, so he's gonna have to stop in. Yeah, he's gonna have to stop in the other. I don't think he's gonna have enough magic here.
If he did lamp,
he does have the green potions.
Yeah, green potions. I forgot he didn't. We had 2 green potions that were given, so.
Yep.
He kept track of that. That's good of him.
Yeah, very, very well done.
And now the moment of truth. Is it a right side Ganiki? Who knows? Oh!
Nope, unfortunately not.
Is the left side, but he's probably gonna. Oh, he opts the mirror. I would have grabbed that last key there because he was in that room already.
As long as he doesn't open the middle door, it should be fine. And it looks like Bob will. Oh
no!
He
was teasing you a little bit.
He's teasing you guys.
He lets Bob survive.
Right, so.
Oh,
big key! Very well.
Wow, very early key.
Yep.
Well, because he opened the chest in a different order, that was, I think, number 8. Unless you consider
that's
Bob
9.
number 9. Bob was 1.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, if you counted the torch, that was 9. Yep. Bob's number, it's 9. Chad is correct then.
Yeah, this darkroom navigation is definitely tough. I'm not sure. I think that Karioki is trying to currently get to the big chest. I do not know whether I haven't seen, and I could be wrong, whether or not Karioki has the big key yet.
I'm trying to remember if the big key was actually on that bottom right chest in this room. I think it was. I can't remember.
And Cross making quick work at that gauntlet room there.
And Gauntlet 2 is not bad. It was pretty well positioned for him to get through that one.
Yeah, there's a few people asking in chat, does Randomizer force you to do dark room navigation? Not in any glitch list, and that includes open mode as well as of course the normal one.
Yeah, as long as you're doing the standard mode, you won't have to do anything like this.
Yeah, even in open, you will never be forced to do dark room, but the rooms that you normally are given a lantern for in the light world, you will not have.
Yes, someone's asking if silver arrows can be in Ganon's Tower. Absolutely, can be in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, and some players opt to, especially newer players, may opt to wait to see what Ganon says, because Ganon does tell you where I guess a suggested location on where it is, either what dungeon, whether it's in the light world, dark world, things like that. So. Kariohki is doing a great job in trying to do dark room navigation. Unfortunately, that not checking the one chest in desert is unfortunately what's doing this. Yeah, unfortunately not checking the big chest, holding the lantern. That's really unfortunate. And she's probably gonna opt to. I think she was looking for Mir, but oh no, definitely still going. Very, very resilient. That's good.
Just trying to tap her way to figure out where exactly she is in that map room here.
Exactly. And again, it's not against the rules to look at maps, so she could be checking the maps, trying to figure out exactly where she is. So this will be interesting on because Cross is still.
Oh! And someone asked right now, can silvers be in Ganon's Tower? I guess that answers your question.
That was an excellent place to find silver arrows. Definitely a great place to find them. And making quick. Oh,
almost getting kicked on accident there.
but skipping validation chest.
That's fine. Hey, he's going for time. He wants to sub 2, maybe.
Skipping validation.
We all like to sub 2. I mean, trust me. If you're a runner, you want to sub 2.
I don't know. I don't think chat agrees. Am I right, chat?
Chat might disagree, but hey, you're a runner. You want speed.
Unfortunately, Aghanim making it, giving him the worst possible. Yeah, the worst possible.
On the wall out of frustration there. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kariohki saving and quitting. Oh man, yeah, the unfortunate patterns that Aghanim's giving him.
Oh.
Not letting him get any hits in. Oh, another pattern. There we go.
He finally got that last hit he needed.
Perfect. Alright, so where is Kariohki gonna head? Might be opting to go and check Skullwoods. I don't think Kariohki had stepped into Skullwoods yet.
Yep, I don't believe she has either.
So, cross-product, gonna be heading into the Ganon fight here. Might stop down. Nope. Definitely going straight in.
Nope. Straight for Ganon here.
Yep. So because he's got Tempered Sword, he's gonna have to do a few more hits on Ganon than if he had Butter Sword. The first phase is 12 hits.
Yep.
Second phase is also 12 hits. But I think that the third phase, if you want to correct me, is it still 4 hits?
Yep, still 4.
Yeah. Getting a lot of good hits.
For any of the sword phases for that third phase.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, getting a lot of hits in, excellent.
Good use of hook shot there. Getting out of the way. Remembering he had that blue goo still.
Yeah, very good job picking that up early.
Looks like all 4 bottles came really handy for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, did you find the silver arrows in Ganon's tower? Well, he's about to show him. Yeah, he's about to show him those silver arrows.
Oh, this is could be triple. Oh, almost a triple.
And that is it, guys. GG. Cross product.
GG to cross product here.
Defeating Ganon. Saving Hyrule. Perfect job. Alright, so Cross Product finishes first place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 32 seconds. Very, very excellent time.
Most excellent, indeed.
It comes... Wait, is he checking the validation chest? Uh-oh. We didn't get to guess bunks!
No, we did not. Well, we can.
I'm just gonna keep looping the validation chest.
Oh my goodness, Cross. That was definitely the ultimate.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, Kariohki has decided to forfeit from the race, being unable to find the mirror, which led to the rest of the items, unfortunately.
Yes, and we'll see if Cross will be willing to join us in for the interview here.
Yeah. Yeah, but good props to both runners because they did an excellent job. Both of them did. Kariohki with the darkroom navigation, grabbing that ice rod, unfortunately missing a few of the chests early on, is unfortunately what led to this. So, but both runners, if you guys haven't done it already, make sure to give them a follow. They've done an excellent job. Hey, congratulations!
Thanks. I didn't meme as hard as I wanted to this run, but I was trying to be sensitive to the time because it was a long one.
Yeah, that was definitely a strange seed.
It was really, honestly, one of the most interesting ones I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, I felt it was interesting to see how much that you pretty much looked everywhere you can possibly look with the items you had.
Yeah, I was saving the frog for last because I wanted to take him into the Ganon fight with me. So, but unfortunately, they had the hammer, so I couldn't do that.
Nope. The Smiths produced the hammer, and the magic bat produced your fire rod, I believe.
Yes,
yeah. Well, I got the magic bat without the hammer, though.
Oh, that's true. Let me think. What was that? There was definitely fire rod took a while to get.
Yeah, fire rod was before hammer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I got it. But I got it by mirroring past the hammer pegs. Because I was trying to avoid saving the frogs because I wanted to take them on a trip to Ganon's pyramid, but it wasn't meant to be.
So that mirror location.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oops.
Yeah, as well as having to go back to check Desert Palace twice.
Yeah, and you know what? When I was there the first time, I thought about grabbing the key from the second half and checking, which would have paid off, but at the same time, I mean, the lantern didn't help me anyway, because I still couldn't get into Hera. Although, I guess... Nah, the lantern wasn't required for Meyer, because the mirror was... What was it? No, I don't think the lantern was required to get the mirror out of Misery Mire. And I also wanted to do all the pendant dungeons, but then I was like, oh, the pendant dungeons are Mire and T-Rock. Well, I could still do it, but then when I realized this was going to be a 2-hour plus seed, and I know they have other races today, so I wanted to respect the time.
And it turned out in this seed, Red Cane was not really required as well.
Yeah, I wasn't going to look for it unless I came to Ganon's Tower and found that I needed it, but then Cold Stare dropped it anyway, so it was fine.
Yeah, well, congratulations on winning the race. Very, very well done. Very entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my favorite part was when I released the duck and I called the duck and I ran over to the lady that tells on you, and she was turning around to tell on me, and the duck flew me.
We saw the inadvertent duck call in Death Mountain as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't know walking up the ladder was that low that I would get caught there.
And the most funniest thing is when we found the hookshot, I was calling out one of our favorite devs here, Carcat here. He was saying that, Catfish often has the hookshot, and it so happens when you walked up there, the hookshot flew out of the sky.
The best part of it is there was absolutely no need for me to do Aghanim. It wasn't even close to being required, because I should have gotten the flippers. I should have gone over to this Village of Outcasts, gotten the flippers, and that would have gotten me over to the pyramid.
Yeah, we saw that as well. We're wondering about that.
What happened was I forgot to mark the Titan's Mid on my tracker, and I just peeked over real quick, and I was like, oh, there's only one place to go. So I just kind of wrecked myself on that.
Yeah, but you raced very well. It was very well done.
Yes. Congratulations. And one question we always like to ask our racers is, what did you learn from this seed today?
I think I learned to trust my instincts a little more, because I had in the back of my mind, you go back to Desert Palace, there's a chance there's another accessible item there. And I had that in the back of my mind for basically as soon as I left it with the first item I got there, and the Moon Pearl, and it's like, oh, the bow was in there too. Desert Palace was so hype. We had bow, Moon Pearl on the ledge, and the lantern. It was so good. So I should have trusted my instinct to clean out as much as desert as I could have early on.
All right, we're gonna try to pass on the baton now to our next race here. But congratulations again, Cross, and our next commentators will be Willard and In the Name of G.
Thanks for commentating, guys.
Thank you, and
thank you very much for racing. Yes.